Good afternoon. Welcome to this session on how AI can be used to improve your customer service. My name is Eston Kimani, and I'm the CEO of Ideas Come to Life. So at Ideas Come to Life, we've developed ChatSasa. So ChatSasa is a customer support platform that combines AI with human supervision to improve your customer service while retaining that human touch. So how is ChatSasa different? So first of all, ChatSasa uses human supervision, but at the same time takes advantage of the power of AI. And you can use this on multiple platforms such as on your WhatsApp channels, social media channels, SMS, email, or any other platform on which customers interact with your business. Many of you are wondering, what can we do? How can AI improve our customer service and basically provide a superior customer experience? So in order to answer this question, I'd like to introduce ChatSasa. So ChatSasa is a customer support platform that combines AI with human supervision. And I'd like to introduce ChatSasa and show you how it can really improve your customer support. So the value of AI really is in automating answers to your frequently answered questions. So for many of you right now, a large percentage of the inquiries that come to your customer support desk are repetitive queries, especially from customers who are trying to learn about your products and services. Now, a lot of these inquiries can be automated with AI. So that's where AI comes in. But then, at the same time, a lot of you, I'm sure, have interacted with bots or things of that sort where you feel like you're not really talking to a human. So the distinctive thing about ChatSasa is that it combines AI with human supervision. So the customers still actually feel like they're able to interact with the human. Now, this is useful for many reasons. One, AI sometimes can hallucinate, for example, or they may not have access to the correct answer to a question that has been asked. So the human is there basically to supervise the answers that the AI is generating, as well as to train the AI and give it the correct answers to questions that it does not have good answers to. And one of the unique things about ChatSasa is you are able to actually implement it across different platforms. So for example, let's say you already have a website. You can add ChatSasa to your live chat. You can add it to your customer portal, to your mobile app, to WhatsApp, or to your SMS shortcode. So let's quickly jump in and actually see ChatSasa at work so that you can see how this actually works in practice. So to begin, what we've done is we start actually by creating some instructions for the AI. So here, we've basically created a fictional circle called Prospera, right? And we've given it some instructions and information about Prospera, some products, and things like that. So this is the information that the AI is going to use to generate responses to. So here you can include a lot of your frequently asked questions, and the AI will be able to respond. So let's see how that would work. So let's assume that you have this live chat system installed on your website. So you, as I said, you could use this actually on your website, on your mobile app, on your social media, or even email. So it's actually agnostic to where the information is coming from, and it can be integrated in multiple places. So let's assume that there's a new customer who's coming and wants to inquire about Prospera services. So one of the most important questions obviously customers will ask is, how do I open an account? So let's ask that question and see what happens. Okay. So how do I open an account with Prospera Circle? So once the response goes in, you can see that the AI starts generating a response. And at the top here, you can see that human supervision is turned on. So before the answer is sent back to the customer, the human agent can actually read it and verify that it's correct. And if it's correct, they can just accept. Now, as they accept these responses, the AI learns that this is the correct response. So in future, if you turn off supervision, it'll give the answer that was basically accepted by the human. So this is an example of how this works. So the AI has generated a response. So it has saved the This is actually a good answer for this question. So now let's look at the incidents where the AI doesn't have the answer to the question. So for example, let's ask it a question like, where are your offices located? So I did not provide this information. So the AI would not have this information, right? So the AI basically tries to generate a response, as you can see, and answers that it doesn't have, right? So the human supervisor can now come here and edit and say, we are located at first floor, Rehema Place, number 7, Nairobi, Kenya, and save. So what that has done is that the AI now has learned how to answer that question in future, and the user has been able to receive a response. So let's test actually whether this is now working as expected. So let's say the user asks this question in a different way or frames it differently. So the user could ask something like, how do I get to your office, right? And essentially now we've turned supervision off, and so the AI should be able to automatically generate the correct response, right? So, and you can see that it has actually generated the correct response based on the previous answer that was given by the human. So in this way, you're seeing how you're able to start automating these frequently asked questions. Now, there's a question that could be asked like, maybe some of you may have a lot of your customers who speak Swahili. So one question would be, what if I try to interact with this in Swahili? So the great thing is this actually also supports Swahili and multiple other languages. So let's give it a question in Swahili to see how it will respond to that. So, je, naweza kupata mkopo kutoka Prospera? So now you can see that the question has come in Swahili, and you're able to see that actually the response has come back in Swahili. So this is translating across. So the correct answer has come as ndio, unaweza kupata mkopo kutoka Prospera Sacco. Right? Tunatoa mikopo ya binafsi, biashara na ya dharura na ya masharti nafuu. So this basically is showing you how this can work for you, whether your customers are in English, Swahili, or even some of the other major world languages like Italian or German or French. Okay. So let's go to a next level question where you're saying, how can we actually utilize AI to personalize the information or the interaction with the customer? So for example, let's say let's say Eston, I'm a member of Prospera Sacco. How can we use AI to actually personalize the interaction that I have with the system? So to demonstrate that, I've created some sample customer profiles for Prospera, and I will basically introduce myself as that customer, and you can see how this will change. So let me introduce myself to the system as John, which is one of the customers. So hello, my name is John and I'm a customer, right? So now the AI is generating a response. Okay. So, and you can see that it has come back with a question asking for my PIN, right? In order to move to the next step. So if I provide it with a PIN, which let's say I've generated a PIN, a sample PIN, it's now able to actually start to personalize the conversation that I will have with it, right? So now it's asking me, how can I assist with your account today? So I may want to ask it a question like, what is my account balance? Okay. And now we can see that we are able to generate responses. It's generating your current account balance is 150,000. Is there anything else? Okay, you'd like to know what is the status of my loan, right? So in this case now, I'm interacting with this as a customer, and the AI is actually able to go and personalize these responses. So in that way, I'm getting immediate response that is very specific to me. And as you can see, we've introduced an aspect of security there by requiring a PIN before this conversation can happen. So we've been able to demonstrate how you can personalize this, and you can be able to now generate unique customer information. So this is what basically is the power of AI, and also obviously human supervision. So for example, I as John may also now ask some question about what is the status of my previous loan application, right? So I could ask a question for which perhaps the AI assistant does not have a response for, right? And again, now that is what basically would mean that, we turn back on the human supervision, and the human is now able to give me like a customized response to that. So so basically, you've got human supervision, and you've got also deep integration, and we enable this using APIs that can integrate with your system. So I'd like to now showcase how this also actually can integrate across multiple platforms. So for example, you might say that, you know what, we already have like a WhatsApp number that people use to interact with our customers, or we have a website, or we have like a Twitter account or a Facebook account. How can we bring all this in one place? And also, you may have, let's say, an email where a lot of the general inquiries come to. So the great thing about ChatSasa is that you're actually able to integrate all this into ChatSasa, so that the agent only just requires to have this view. So I'll do a demo for this using by sending a message on WhatsApp, and then we'll be able to also see a message on SMS, as well as a message coming in from a mobile application. So let's start with the mobile application. So one thing about ChatSasa is that if you have a mobile application, you can integrate this into your system. And we do that with just an SDK that you can plug this chat functionality into your app. So here's a question that would be coming in from here. So let's say hello from the mobile app. Okay. So basically, you can see that information also comes to the system, and I'm also able to accept and send a response back, and the response is actually delivered back to the mobile application. Let's say you have an SMS shortcode that you'd like to integrate. We can do the same thing. So basically, I can send the same question from hello from SMS. And essentially, you will see basically the SMS coming in, and also I'm able to do the same thing from WhatsApp. hello from WhatsApp. Right now you can see that the WhatsApp customer was able to come in, right? And we can basically respond back to the WhatsApp client, and the client receives the response. So basically what we've been able to showcase is that you can be able to combine AI without losing the human touch. So the combination of AI and the human supervision can really improve your customer support, um, while not taking away the human element, which a lot of customers still want and demand for. So that is ChatSasa in a nutshell. And this is how you can improve your customer support. Feel free to talk to us some more about how we can work with you to improve your customer service and how you can integrate with our system. So thank you so much, and we are obviously very excited about AI and the power of AI and what it can enable us to do in the future. Thank you so much.